Hey guys, Genevieve here to talk to you about our upcoming new moon in the sign of Aries. That is tomorrow afternoon, just before 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am on my lunch break in my car at work, so that is why no, I am not driving. I am parked, but I wanted to record this video now. I didn't want to wait till tonight because today is also the first day of spring. Happy vernal equinox. This is actually occurring at around 5:45 p.m. tonight, so right before sundown. We are now officially in spring, so I don't know if anybody is excited about me as that, because this has been a long kind of dreary winter, even though we haven't had really extreme winter weather here in Delaware. I know a lot of the country has seen that. And just the energy of this last fall and winter has just been a drudge. It's been long. It's been hanging on. It's been lingering for too long. And now we are ready to finally move past that, put Pisces season and put the last astrological year behind us and jump forward into spring this evening at 5:45. So with the spring equinox and then the new moon just a day later, not even a full day later, on the 21st at about 1:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is full-on Aries energy. This is fire, carnal fire energy ushering in, ready to go. Think about Aries. Aries is the ram. Aries is ready to charge forward, take charge, get the ball rolling, right? So spring, of course, great time to just start new projects, whether they're home projects, whether they are fitness goals and routines. Aries energy is all about giving you that fire, that drive to get her done. Aries is sometimes known as impulsive, a little bit brash, a little bit quick-tempered, basically more of that fire energy of charge ahead, get things done, and apologize later if you trample or knock anybody down in your way. So there is a little bit of aggressiveness, a little bit of a tendency for some people to deal with some of the more negative aspects of Aries, which is like quick temper, aggressiveness, pushiness, combativeness. But let's try to harness this full charge ahead Aries Aries Ram energy to really get a kickstart on our spring goals and projects for the new astrological year as well, especially if they are related to change. Aries very much does not like anything that is stagnant and that is stuck. So all that stuff from last year, old projects, it's time to wrap them up, put them to bed. If they're not working, cut them loose, let them go, and charge forward into something else. What's new, what's better. Now, looking at the chart, and I did share this a little bit earlier, there is a triangle here. There's some good aspects, some negative aspects or opposition, and then there's a green, which is kind of cooperative energy, right? So this triangle is best for conflict resolution. There may be some conflicts that are either, you're wrapping up from the end of Pisces season or the last astrological year. This energy, this particular chart, is a good supportive energy to come to a resolution of any conflict you have been going on, particularly with difficult personalities, either in a career or just a more public sphere, public setting. All right. So there is going to be aggravation. There is going to be animosity. And those of us who kind of are maybe more tuned into our lower natures might get caught up in that. But please work with this positive energy of just to live and let go, and move on, energy of Aries, and do just that. There is going to be a support. There might be some challenges that you need to try to resolve. But please remember, you can't argue with stupid. You can't change people's mind who have made it their goal to just antagonize for the sake of being antagonistic, right? So you really need to protect yourself and your own energy at this time when dealing with individuals like that. Recognize that sometimes the best conflict resolution is to walk away from the conflict. And sometimes that can anger more short-tempered or, fire energy types, or people who feel like they have an axe to grind or a point to prove. Let them do that. and bow out, because it's not about you. Just keep that in mind. So work with this energy to help you, and ultimately light a fire into your ass and transform and say, that's not the kind of energy I want to work with anymore. I am going to take the fire, the positive of that got you all charged up, like that Aries Ram, and to put towards your passion projects, put into physical use, as far as whether it is a health and fitness goal, whether it is outdoor activities, whether it is gardening, whether it is planting, whether it is, just participating, spending more time in nature with animals, with children. This Aries energy and this Aries new moon, and of course the spring equinox, is perfect for all of that. I do want to mention too that for the first time in since the late 1700s, okay, and think back to that time from like 1777 to 1779, Pluto is moving into the sign of Aquarius. Think about what was going on globally at that time, but especially here in the United States. We were just coming to the end of we were kind of in the middle of our Revolutionary War. France was in a revolution. It was a breakthrough of ideas and also the Industrial Revolution was beginning globally. So ideals and new countries were being formed, and new rebellions, and people were tired of the status quo, and they were making strides forward in advancing governments, in advancing technology, making our life easier ultimately here through the technological advances that were happening. So that is the energy that we are moving into again. So think what's going now on in this country and globally that we are stagnant in, that is just not working anymore. A lot of people think our banking system, our taxation system it's broke. Our medical, our healthcare system, it's broken. And generations of us now have been trying to make changes in a positive direction that is going to positively affect the many and not just the few that it seems like it has been for far too long now. So those kind of goals are going to be reformed, reshaped, and with new Aquarian Pluto energy of the newest generation. Pluto basically rules entire generations. So we're talking 2.5 decades sorry, I have a spam phone call coming in. Let me let go of that. Speaking of healthcare, that every 2.5 decades, Pluto goes into a different sign. So it truly is a generational ruler. I'm a Generation X. I was born under sign of Pluto in Libra. And our generation, Pluto and Librans, very much were about trying to correct wrongs, to recorrect things that were off balance, put back on balance. Well, we've gone through several generations between then and now. So these new babies coming out will be Pluto Aquarians. And that generation is very much going to be changing the way the world as we know it, especially when it comes to banking, healthcare, and government. Okay. Disruption, rebellion. It's already been starting. We're already been feeling the unrest. But ultimately, we're putting a death to the old way of doing things and ushering in a new way to do things. And I'm very excited and proud to see what this new generation is going to do with this energy. So that is also just starting now. Now, it will slip backward, retrograde into Capricorn for a couple of months, and then go full on direct in Aquarius at the end of the summer, I believe, for the next several decades. So that is also starting to be kicked off here with this new moon in Aries as well. All very exciting things. And remember, just like a phoenix, there has to be death and, for things to be transformed and reborn. And that is why my oil blends for the Aries new moon is Phoenix. Phoenix dies and burns away, and then only to rise from the ashes, for flying free and moving forward again. And that is the end of the astrological wheel and year. ushering into the new one. So enjoy this new moon energy. Watch your temper, watch your reactions. Let people display themselves the way that they're going to. Don't engage and don't get drawn into something that is not about you. All right, blessed be, guys. Namaste. Use my oil blend to meditate, to help you goal set, to give you a little bit of energy to get your fire lit under your behind. Also, don't forget to sage and journal and really meditate on what you are looking forward into the spring and the summer of this astrological year of 2023. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.